Did you make all your plots and plans so you can outsmart me at every angle?
Well,
No, we were
talking
talking dice.
stuff.
Oh, come on. You guys were supposed to be plotting and stuff.
We are plotting about dice that we want.
Yeah.
Or don't
Or
want.
don't, yeah.
I want some of those cool dice that color change from white to bloody red. Have you seen those?
No.
They're basically like those the metal ones that are temp sensitive, and they go from white dice to red dice as you hold them, so they look all bloody and wounded.
Huh. I mean, the ones that actually are like got the lights inside are kind of cool, but
You mean those ridiculously expensive Roll20 compatible dice that you can roll and they come up on Roll20?
I don't know if
yeah.
I've seen Roll20 compatible, but just ones that have the lit up and sparkle when you roll them. The numbers only. I don't like the whole thing lighting up, but the ones that have like just the numbers light up, kind of cool.
So on dice, I think they're called that. You can sync them up with Roll20.
Those are the ones you put into the D20 shapes to roll them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You have to charge them. I think
Yep.
that is the most ridiculous thing ever.
No,
That
yeah,
is for
that one.
somebody who has so much money to burn, and
Yeah, they're stupid expensive.
yeah, and they're just highly impractical, and you don't even get.
So interestingly enough, they have some color changing dice, metal color changing dice on Amazon. Just no white to red. They have black to red.
The dice that you roll and that can sync up with Roll20 would be good for Gooders and my friend Craig, who was very, very salty about the behavior of the pseudo random number generator in Roll20.
Oh wow!
And
Because
if he could roll the dice himself and ensure, yes, that was a fair die roll, would have saved a lot of bitching and moaning, at least about that the game's crooked.
hey, the algorithm has been very, very cruel lately.
Yeah.
I mean, I can totally attest on both D&D, Heroes Unlimited, and Star Wars. The dice have been very, very cruel.
Yes.
Those are some hefty looking dice.
Yeah, they're kind of cool looking though. Kind of like the antique but stylish look.
Those D4s look like they'd be very comfortable.
Ooh, that would hurt. And they've got just enough patina to make you know you're getting tetanus.
Oh.
Okay, I found the dice I want.
That's funny because I just found the dice I want.
That's fun.
These are the ones that I like. This, come here, I'll don't.
Yeah, those look pretty hot.
Oh, the resin metal mix.
Yeah, those look kind of hot.
The thing I worry about with some of the resin metal dice is there's one specific one that I was looking at where it's like these line patterns all over the dice, like circuit lines. And I read several reviews that said that the resin fell out, pretty easily.
Ooh, that would suck.
Well, those are definitely a little different though, but yes. If you only have one set of dice, you're not a true gamer. You're not working at it.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, those look like caltrops, definitely.
There you go. Yeah. Well, when it can second as a getaway tool, it works.
You drop your dice and run. It's a guaranteed way of making sure you can escape.
Yeah. I mean, stepping on Legos is bad, but D4 is still,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
D4 hits your soul.
Yeah, when you step on a D&D caltrop D4,
Yeah.
you just hit a critical fail.
Yeah. You did not spot that trap.
We are going to have to reach out to Janong because the temporary game is going on 16 episodes now. Totally got to throw that out there.
Last I saw, I mean, he's living at his dad's place right now, and for some reason, I don't think he's still got computer and stuff set up out there, and so.
Oh, that sucks. That must be driving him nuts.
He's had a bunch going on. I mean, his son just graduated from Army Basic and getting ready to go to Hawaii, and
Holy crap, don't tell me he's that old already.
oh yeah.
Wow.
He used to be a little dude gaming with Dad.
Yeah, no, he's now a
Oh, I see those light up dice that you were talking about. Those are so pretty.
he's now an Army MP. So.
Oh, so pretty.
Alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Don't mind me, just changing my picture real quick.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't realize there was all these crazy dice out on Etsy and stuff, so might have to look a little more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because, got to have something, always got to try to find something a little different than everybody else that nobody might have.
You want to have the cool dice at the table that
Right?
everyone wishes they had. And then you're like, no, I'm not going to tell you where I got them. I'm not going to tell you that they're on the shelf over there across the store.
So pretty.
We've officially lost Kelly to the search for dice.
And she knows how much I love dice. And I'm torn because no, you don't need any more dice, but they're so beautiful.
Yeah. I guess it depends on how much you actually live game on the viability, but
This is
Lovely.
true. I think she only has one in-person game for the most part. No, you're up to 3 now, I think, right?
Yeah.
The 2 once-a-month D&D ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and Scion.
Yep, that's where you get the total of 3 from.
Yeah. Still playing D&D? What? No. Everybody's going to Pathfinder.
Why would you go
I don't
to
want to have to write a
Pathfinder?
dissertation to play.
There's so many
not
other
that
good
difficult.
RPGs besides Pathfinder.
Oh, I know. But actually playing Pathfinder, I'm kind of enjoying it. I kind of like getting back to a little bit more the nitty gritty of some details on doing things instead of the real vague for pretty much everything that you want to do.
Actually having codified rules for flat-footed and special magic combat and guns.
Yeah, I mean, I love combat that you can do, you get 3 actions, and yes, you can attack 3 times if you want, but each attack you're taking a -5 and then a -10 on the third one.
Yep.
But
wow, that feels like old school Star Wars.
But I can intimidate, which can cause effects for the party, and then attack. I mean, you can do social skills and other things during combat that, you can do a a knowledge check on the creature so you can get advantage, find out its weaknesses that D&D 5e just doesn't drive and do anything for.
Yeah, sadly, when it's 5th edition, it's up to the GM to actually do it correctly. The old 3rd and 4th edition way. And you feel like you're wasting all of your for a round, which that's pretty damn.
Right. Where here you got 3 actions, so yes, you can do an action, and some things take 2. I love the heal, the cleric heal. So for 1 action, I can lay my hands on you and heal you. For 2 actions, I can heal somebody out to 30 feet. For 3 actions, I can do it in a 30-foot radius around me. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely got the sexy options.
So it's actually not bad. First time playing it, I did Starfinder for a little bit, and that was okay. But the base game's definitely less clunky.
But you're still not converting me. Sorry. That's a lot of books to pick up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, there is that, and the first book is big as shit. 600 and something pages.
It's a freaking tome.
But they make a pocket edition. Soft cover.
For you anime friends that want to lose your eyesight, get the tiny pocket edition.
You know what? It's actually not that bad, and it's about half the cost. The print, it's actually brought down in size some. It's not pocket. It's 6 by...
Yeah, it's manga size.
5 by 8 or something.
Yeah.
But still perfectly easy to read, so...
Oh, yeah. I was just exaggerating now that, I'm getting old and my eyes are falling apart.
Yeah. Well, that was my biggest thing at first. I'm like, well, I'll try it. And it's actually done well. So.
And now they're thankful for Wizards to give them an excuse to come up with the next edition.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Now that Wizard finally caved and went, oh shit, that wasn't a good idea.
Yeah.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
No, they shouldn't have been so greedy.
Now the book designers are like, woohoo, we have license to print a new edition, basically, without anyone complaining.
Yep. But, the sad thing is they're still going to lose. Because some people, even though they're not doing it, they're still going to be like, you know what? Nope, gone.
Oh, yeah. They burned a lot of friend
lost.
equity with a lot of people.
Yep. Sad.
So you guys ready?
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
So since Golda can't make it, and you're going to be short Sin tonight, obviously you guys did not stick around the creepy deepy space station. But did Kopesh learn any dark side shenanigans while he was there? Is there any monologue you'd like to give me? And is your acolyte staying behind?
That one's the tough one. I mean, we haven't used her a lot, but it doesn't hurt to have that backup and potential on the ship.
Just because I'll kill her the first chance I get in open combat. I mean, did I say that out loud?
You could try.
Her Dark Lord will look after her.
So hey Jeff, I just found a D20 that would have been good for Craig.
What, all 20s?
No, the 20 says fuck you and the 1 says fuck me.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I took Codebreaker just to get me down closer to my next force point. But I did go ahead and I picked up the basic move for half price.
Our Sith can start telekinesising things.
Yeah, small stuff now, but hey, I can actually force my lightsaber back instead of using trickery if I want. And I took manipulate. So if
You
you're
know
not
what it
familiar
was?
with, huh?
You know what it was during your training montage. The first time your new dark mentor saw you reach your hand out and use your magnetic tether, he fried that fucker and said, "No, use the force.
Right. So
Batteries not included."
so I debated between manipulate and what was it? I was looking at something else, but I took manipulate because I am a softie at heart. Which manipulate, if you're not familiar with it, the force user shapes machine components on a molecular level, allowing him to mend damage to mechanical systems. The force user may spend force to cause one vehicle or starship he engaged with to recover one system strain. The user may activate this multiple times, but the next levels I can start actually healing a droid.
Aw.
Yeah.
You're looking out for BT. Look at
Aw.
that.
So don't have it yet, but I can keep strain. I can heal strain a bunch of times on the ship. But yes, eventually I'll be able to do healing, manipulate, and repair the droid through the force.
Cool.
Well, one of the things that I've got is I can take damage to the ship and convert it into system strain, and then you can, and then we can both start just healing the strain, which is easier.
So you repair that, make strain. I heal the strain.
Yeah, basically,
Using
it
the
allows me
force.
to say that that damage we took wasn't as bad as we thought it was.
Right.
You were
I
simply
explained how
mistaken.
really what really happened that caused all that sparkage was just a power overload as opposed to the missiles up the backside.
Yep.
You just
So-
kind of
so
bottomed
those-
out for a second there.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's those that turn wrenches and got to be smart about it. There's some that just touch things and will heal them eventually mechanically.
I think that's what they tried to do with my car the last time I brought it in to have the brake.
I don't need tools. I'm just going to use the force. Don't worry. I plan to hum the song. That's what makes it really work.
So I just took those two and at half off because I really need to get a second dice. One dice really just blows. Oh, it's that time again, huh?
I think I was
looks like that
premature. I don't
time.
think he's cleared it.
Oh, did he not clear it?
I could have sworn last game session I cleared it. Let me double check.
Let me see. Pull.
Nope, it is not
Yeah.
cleared. Oh
Yeah, I
no,
was gonna
that was the Saturday night game. I had it all cleared and ready, but nobody showed up to play.
Okay, so now we have to do it.
Yep.
Are we ready? Okay.
Oh, see, that's
Ugh.
just
Too
not
dark.
fair.
I like this. I
Yeah.
like this so much better.
Yay!
Oh, we got a light.
I'm all happy.
Ah, I'm at a deficit.
Let the Wookiee win.
The Wookiee's like, I am nowhere as evil as y'all, so just back off. So of course,
So what's
you
your
know,
guys' thought on the acolyte?
I always like the idea of having the acolyte back to watch the ship. I mean, because Ophelia will be sticking around on the ship, but I don't know that she's much of a combatant.
well, remember you did send her on her way.
I thought so.
I told her that she could, but I don't know if you were going to take that up or not.
She totally took you up on the offer of setting her up on the wheel.
Oh, okay.
He's like, damn it.
Now you just need to schedule booty calls at the wheel.
Gotcha.
As for Cal thinks that acolytes are tasty and go well with ketchup.
Yeah.
No.
BT's not very fond of her, but
What?
that's because Hey, they friggin' ignored me. Like I didn't exist on that planet.
That wasn't her. That was her other people.
No. She did too.
She was one of those people. Yep.
Oh no, BT remembers.
BT's not had a memory why BT always remembers.
Yeah. So BT's
She's
like,
learning.
That's how BT really feels.
BT would be happy to give her the droid equivalent of a raspberry.
Wow. She'll grow on you.
I mean,
she don't
my point of
respect
view
me.
is
I don't respect her.
she
had
hasn't
bad
not
influence.
respected you. She just doesn't feel you in the Force, so you're not a real person.
Yeah, she's treating me as a non-entity. I don't appreciate that.
She hasn't interacted with you since we left.
Exactly.
It's exactly like Knights of the Old Republic, the video game. When you get the acolyte on your ship, she stays in her room.
She ignores me.
Though she really hasn't interacted with anybody much lately, so
she has no social skills. She pretty much stays back all the time.
Yeah, we lock her on the ship.
BT's not exactly the forgiven type now, am I?
You at least got to roam and go places. She's been stuck back on the ship.
I repeat.
Oh boy.
Doesn't mean I'm going to stop whatever you want to do, with her or let her, it's like, but
BT's not going to restraining bolt block you, man.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's good to have extra option on the ship if needed. So we'll keep her safe. I don't know if she's ready for a major Dark Lord master either, so it might be a little bit much for her.
Afraid of leaving her behind and having her turn on you at the first chance she gets.
Right?
Strike down my other apprentice.
Yeah. Oh, I got my eye on her.
As all of a sudden she bursts into flames. PT's like,
Let's
picture's drawn. I saw it.
I'm always giving her the droid side eye.
Yeah, that was one I kind of debated on for a skill was what's it called? The one where you can create stuff with the Force.
Conjure.
Conjure, yeah. But it's like 15 or 20 points, so I was like, no.
Heroic Fortitude. We went with a level of Heroic Fortitude. Because with my next 20 points, I'll pick up my next dedication.
Nice. Yeah, like I said, dedication, be nice eventually, but yeah, no.
Force points first. Yeah, in your case, absolutely.
You really need 2 force dice if you're going to do anything beyond the first or second upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, with Alina, I was at 2, and I was like, where can I get my third? I need a third.
Right.
Gotta get that third pip of dedication.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so of course, your new Dark Lord of the Sith, talking with your old Dark Lord of the Sith. Basically, he gives you a very simple job. All of his jobs seem to be very simple jobs. I mean,
do I get to shoot something?
You really do wonder why he's not just, reaching out with the Force and doing it himself.
Deniability.
Or he's safe in his nebula of darkness.
Probably.
Speaking of which, Kopesh, do me a
Yeah.
favor. Give me a discipline check.
Let's see. Discipline. Where is my dude? I thought. There it is. Oh yeah. Really?
I waited. I waited.
I was trying to get my character sheet up. It wasn't fair. All right. Deception. No, discipline. There we go.
He's
All
gonna
right.
deceive his way through discipline.
You ready?
Yep. Okay.
Not so bad.
Your training regiment's been pretty difficult, but you haven't really gleaned any insight into your dark mentor there,
Okay.
Darth Daddy.
Dark Daddy.
Darth Daddy. So he does have a very simple job, and he is so open and gregarious with his offer of he's letting you guys name your own price. But he would like you to go into corporate sector of space. He totally waves his hand on the hologram using the force to click the buttons, and CorpSec pops up where you totally see it's the part of the galaxy far, far away that doesn't get screwed with by either side in any conflict. Not even the Hutts mess with them because it's all cyberpunk corporation bullshit.
Oh
with
no,
the
that
exception
guy's
of
on bright,
Andor.
shiny, colored speeders.
With blue suit-like body armor. Guys that sound like the guy from Futurama that's the bureaucrat.
Cocky
And
people.
And he basically is wanting you to go there and liberate some prisoners that are there.
Liberate. Okay.
You can, of course, use the cover of the Sith Empire or the Republic or whatever you choose. Such frivolousness is beyond his shits to give.
And we're liberating them to where?
That he would like you to bring the ringleader of their team to him personally here. But of course, he would like you to make sure that she is unaware of her surroundings. She is not to know where the nebula is located at all costs.
Okay. That can be done. And who are these individuals? And this particular person?
As he kind of waves his hand, and you see this beautiful human female. She has exotic features. Obviously, she comes from a planet where the humans have a slightly different complexion, i.e., more than just Coruscant white guys.
Right.
As he says, her name is Tengyu. And she has recently become dispossessed in her corporation.
Interesting. And she's like prisoner or kind of house arrest or?
According to my visions, and of course, when he kind of says that, I'm pretty sure some of your teammates roll their eyes. That she has been recently deposed by her lover. And of course, he waves his hand, and the hollow vid shows this nice guy in his perfect suit, and he just smiles. And you see this moment where the two of them stop and have a caress on the news channel, because of course on the hollow vids the corporation is pretty well known. that the corporation specializes in weapon technologies, as well as they've been currently getting into hyperdrives. And you totally, while watching this video, if one of you would like to give me a perception check, Grix, as he allows the video to play, as he turns around and looks at Kopesh, seeing how Kopesh and his colleagues work. He's waiting to see your minds, and look at that. You're making sure that I can't pull things away from you, is what you're saying there.
No whammies.
I've got the
You ready for
upgrade
me?
in there for you. Yep.
All right. Oh, damn.
I see at least one whammy, but I see a whole
Wow.
bunch of good stuff. So, the thing I was talking about, you totally don't notice, but there is some other shit that you notice that I am going to pull out of my ass. So, what would you like for those triumphs?
I'll cash both of them in right now and say we managed to save the girl. I'm kidding.
Oh, God. And we
All of
wrap. Nice
All of
job.
a sudden, Grix has watched The Rise of Skywalker, and he just reaches behind his head and force summons her into the room.
Right?
What? You can't make lightsabers travel across space and time too?
Right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's hilarious.
Well, shit. I don't know. What can I use those on?
You could even make some shit up for triumphs. I mean,
I know, but we're not into the flow of anything, which makes it harder for me to come up with something cool like, oh, yeah, we make the guy walk away.
I can always give you a suggestion for one of them.
Go ahead and give me a suggestion.
As you watch the holovid, do you know why you don't see what I was going to tell you? Because you are immediately preoccupied when you realize that one of his bodyguards is someone that you know professionally. Or maybe more than professionally. I mean, you are a hired gun after all.
I know them specifically, or is an acquaintance of our groups?
That's up to you. I mean, it could totally be somebody from your previous life before you joined this team, or it could be somebody that the team knows. That's totally up to you to decide. I'm just giving you a suggestion. And you got 2 of those damn triumphs.
All right, so yeah, I kind of like that suggestion. We'll make it's someone who's familiar with the group, and maybe has some plans for us as to this facility where we're going to be going to rescue this girl. Yes, no, maybe.
Yeah, I'll totally take that.
All right. And what's do with the second one?
So my thought is maybe something around somehow something you've heard or know that maybe there's some dirt or something that might help in leverage, maybe.
Ah, yes. Okay. So,
or maybe through our network.
Yeah, through our network, we have some dirt on perhaps the security chief for the installation, who manages the security systems, the camera systems, and whatnot. And so we could use that to blackmail him to have an outage when we're going to be there.
Okay, I put the notes there so that way we all recall them. Okay,
What?
so basically you're busy watching the help instead of the actual targets, little exchange, because you're just like, aha, that's an important thing, and aha, that's an important thing.
Mm-hmm.
As you pretty much take a point of strain you don't have to worry about, because you can totally, get that back later on the ship. And he basically shows you with his force visions. He has seen the facility that she is being detained in. And of course, you totally see him wave his hand, and then the holovid changes to the planet. And then it kind of pops to the moon, and there's a weird, obnoxious, octagon-shaped prison there. And he looks right at you, Kopesh, and basically has got the creepy hand pointed at you, and he's like looking right through you as he's being super creepy. And while he's being super creepy, everybody give me a discipline check, because we just got to reinforce the creepiness.
I gotta do another one even?
Well, before that was to see if you were, you looked into his mind,
That's right.
but this is just BT is constantly shivering because BT failed BT's fear check. that this creepy old man who moves things with his mind is super creepy because it's not Kopesh's shenanigans. I see Kopesh is building a reserve. He's getting used to the creepiness. He's like, I find your creepiness disturbing, and I like it. I want to learn to wear that creepiness. And what about Cal and Grix?
I rolled. I had a completely canceled out roll.
Oh,
Fight, so
you had a wash. as Grix is trying to play it cool, but he is super creeped out with black dice behind everything. He's just like, we need to leave this place. This place is bad.
You didn't need me to roll to feel like that.
And what about Cal?
My discipline roll.
Often, the Wookiee has ran away back to the ship because this place smells bad.
Yeah, the Wookiee said, I'm out.
Cal does not like the way this place smells.
He's all
it smells.
Oh, no, I remembered there was stuff I had to do. That's why I left. Yeah.
Unnatural.
Get this tuned up.
Whatever Sherwook is for, nope.
I think for a Wookiee, it's just nope.
Those threats.
Those are just going to be strain, which you'll get back, when you get the screen swipe.
Okay.
So
all right.
Now that he has allowed his darkness to ooze into your souls, except for Kopesh, he seems to just be getting used to it at this point. You totally feel the old man's fingers in the back of your skull. Ew. He treats you like Renfield. And not the quirky Nicolas Cage one.
Oh,
so he basically is wanting to know your plans. Please elaborate on what you think is the most expeditious way to take them off the prison. You totally feel that he's gauging you guys. It's a test. Everything's a test.
Well, we'll attempt to basically walk in and remove them. If needed, then force will be used.
I trust that you will use the force wisely. As he thought you were totally making a joke. I will be looking forward to watching your progress.
Thank you, Master.
As he just kind of glides, his feet are just barely not touching the ground. But he floats across the room and lands in his little throne chair and totally sips on some little sippy straw that pops out of the side of the chair as he says, "Take what information you need and go, my apprentice."
And he's human?
He's human-ish. He's close to human.
Okay.
He's very, very old.
Yeah.
His skin has that mahogany leather look to it, so you're not quite sure. And
Okay.
that's if he's not using the Force to disguise himself.
True. All right. Well, we'll take our leave. We will see you soon. And we will get him out of the ship.
Obviously, some people are going faster than others to get the hell out of there. So you guys screen swipe to the ship. You've got the coordinates. I mean,
All
oddly enough, you don't even know how he got you these coordinates, but he has the coordinates.
right. All right. And somebody putting that in there?
Somebody putting the coordinates in where? What?
I
Why,
think
Van Hel?
Cal doesn't
Oh yeah, Cal's
don't
like
you
our
have the
better,
best astrogation?
Yes, Cal does.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you have the coordinates if you just want to use them. I mean, if you want to improve on them, that's totally something you can do.
Yeah.
I will do a little astrogation on this. Are we ready?
We are not ready, but we will be in a moment. It's CorpSec. It's pretty good information.
Yeah. Trust, but verify.
However, there is some corporate secrets there throwing some black dice at you. Do you have something that removes black dice, by the way?
I can assist, but all I would give is a -1 black, but that doesn't transfer, right? It's just giving a blue.
Yeah, it would just be giving a blue.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well give me the blue. I mean,
yeah.
Okay, so let me put the blue in there for you. The blue dice is there.
all right. Anything else?
Shoot. Do it.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Yep, that was successful.
Apparently, you have been in the corporate sector before, I take it?
Yes, I don't like to talk about it, but I have.
Apparently, it's not one of those things that you talk about much.
No, I had to leave in a hurry, and I remember I got in a hurry. So here's how to get back in a hurry.
Yeah, for all those, we'll take both of those.
So immediately you realize the planet is Cephalor in the corporate sector of outer space. They basically have a pretty predominant infrastructure there. Their biggest thing of interest, is biomedical products, which is interesting. I mean, because remember, not too long ago you were hawking tainted Bacta. Now,
yeah, I was just thinking that. And I was like,
now you're kidnapping someone who basically runs a major mega corporation that deals in biomedical equipment. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And what would you like for that advantage? I mean, I totally have that second suggestion there if you want to go with the identify a convenient stopover to resupply or conduct additional business.
Well, what do you guys think? Do we need to stop over or just get there quicker?
Do we need to stop?
Well, it doesn't mean you have to stop. It means you know of a convenient place.
BT's all for getting the job done and not having to work for him again. BT didn't like that guy.
well, I'm okay with that. But for all those successes, we'll take both of the success options.
So, better target for your designation, something that's out of the planet and reduce the time calculating it?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, all those successes, what the heck?
Now, I take it you're wanting to get to a place that's very out of the way and not under the corporate network.
That would be good.
Yeah.
somewhere when time comes to get going, we can hopefully get going without much interference.
Yeah, I think with the advantage, I like that one idea is that if we have identifying a convenience stop or that on our way out, if shit goes south, we have this is the place where we can park and let things cool off.
Okay.
A little asteroid field or something, yeah?
A super convenient little stopover that people ignore.
I will make sure that Grix knows about it.
A wise idea.
Stealthy.
So he's looking at the church going, oh, hey, there's this spot here.
Who knew that there was a place that used Wookiee labor in the asteroid mines on Minefield KX-249? Why? Because it's corporate sector. Everything is numbered. Cal totally shared with the rest of the group about that place, but he's not filling you in on any other secrets.
Does he know? Was he there? Was there family there? Who knows?
Obviously, Cal keeps things close to his pelt.
I see. We haven't quite earned his full trust yet. I see how it is.
So he knows with beyond a shadow of a doubt, if you jump to that mining field area, you guys will have a nice pocket of no identification for the ship.
Cool.
But Cal totally knows that there are sensors everywhere. He's not telling you why he knows this, but he knows this.
Okay. Not going to ask. I just know I got people that bring expertise to the game, and I'm not going to question or push how, when, where, why.
Okay, so you guys basically getting ready to make way?
Yep. We'll button up and...
Excuse me.
Bless you.
God bless you. Okay, so Cal totally puts in the coordinates, with you looking over his shoulder, and you just do the good boss, nod your head like you know what he's doing. And you guys get out of the edge of the nebula and hit the afterburner there for the hyperdrive, and you guys have a fairly long downtime. It's about 16 hours for you to go from one end of the outer rim to the other end of the outer rim. Without going through anything important or anything that's like a sun. Is anyone doing any research now that you know her name? I mean,
that would be good. Somebody.
Let's see.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, I'm not the type to do research. Plus, I'm flying.
I mean, pretty much all my knowledges are only 3 green.
That's one more green than all of my knowledges.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'll try. Which would it be under though?
It depends. I mean, are you doing lore? Are you doing computers? Computers would probably be the easiest one, as you basically are bringing up HoloNet TMZ.
Oh, I'll do computers.
Okay, so there is a setback dice. If there's anything you have that could remove that.
No, I don't. But I will go ahead and use light side point.
Ah.
So are you ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Not bad at all. So as BT's totally jacked into the port and totally surfing the HoloNet for anything about this gal, other than finding out she is very attractive. We're talking appearance 5. She's had some work done, and you totally know that her corporation mainly deals in biomedical enhancements. As well as during the war, they basically had been huge into the production of food rations and food stuff for the Republic military, as well as selling to the Imperial military as well. As well as engineering animals that are used as foodstuff to be adapted to other planetary environments so they can basically import, on the hoof.
Oh, jeez.
I will totally tell you a little something extra there for your advantage.
Sorry.
Or you can
Unrelated,
use...
but it was funny. Sorry.
What do you say there, BT?
That's awesome. Sorry, I'm looking at the mosaic. I'm sorry, what was
Unrelated,
the question
but it was
again?
funny.
Because obviously BT knows that guy's playing Galaga.
Didn't think we'd notice, but we did. What was the question?
So what would you like to use that advantage for? As obviously BT is distracted on the HoloNet looking up memes.
Well, since it's knowledge, can I give the next person to do any type of knowledge? I don't have any strain.
I thought you were gonna find a really good droid spa while you were speaking.
I'm already all,
True.
Let's see. Give the next person to do computers a blue.
Okay.
Or knowledge, about the woman.
So boring, but I'll take it.
Well, if you had a better suggestion, I'm sorry, I'm distracted by Galaga.
I offered it to you, but you snubbed it you left the browser history up on the computer. Okay. So is anyone else doing anything important during this screen swipe that's about to happen? Besides Kopesh and the Acolyte spending time in the meditation chamber.
We're not doing anything.
As she totally tells you she trusts you, but she does not trust this Dark Lord of the Sith.
Well, see, I knew she wouldn't want to stay with him. Yeah, I worked through, force things and stuff with her. I don't have no fancy reach out and feel the waves and flow of the force thing, so.
To which she totally drapes herself on you and says, "You are no less powerful, my lord."
Good kid.
She's making sure you know where her bread is buttered by buttering you up.
Yeah. Probably work her on sense powers to be able to learn and start working and feeling the sense.
You're going to mentor her in the ways of feeling and touching someone.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
As we get the screen swipe, as you guys get the little warning clacks in a few seconds before, and the ship lurches out of hyperspace in front of this beautiful asteroid field where you see the occasional ship zipping around picking up stuff, and there's so much movement going on that nobody's noticing you guys got here.
Sweet.
Could be automated ships doing just what they're programmed to do, or it could be guys that are just overworked and don't give a shit, because if you're not bringing me lunch or bringing me a replacement body, I don't give a shit. And that's literally what happens when the camera pans to one of those ships that sees you pop in. They're just like, they're not bringing us calf? I don't give a shit.
And real quick, while we were spending so much time, I will use my power twice to heal the 2 strain on the ship if I could. My newfound heal strain power.
So, you know what that means, guys. Not only is the Acolyte feeling him up, but he's feeling the ship up.
I am. I'm
He
like,
he
huh,
he embraces
Cal.
the ship and says, "I sense something is wrong with her."
Yes. I'm like, huh, Cal hasn't been taking care of the ship. He's missed some strain. Let me fix this. Got to do everything myself.
So of course, you get there and immediately, are you guys turning on your communications?
Turning on our communications?
Yeah, are you turning on your communicator?
Oh, turning on. I thought you said trying on. I'm like, trying on what? Did we get something new?
Are you using scanners? You turning on your radio?
So first we might want to do let me look.
Kokesh wants to do a let me look.
Yes.
As the Acolyte said, we already did that game.
Wow. We will come in with our pseudo cloaking device activated, I think.
Okay, so you're telling Griggs to turn on the cloaking device?
Upgrade difficulty of all contact or combat checks once against the ship at short range or further, and increase the difficulty of checks to detect the ship with sensors. And then, is there somebody we want to talk to? No. So yeah, so we're cloaked. So yeah, we'll power up to see what we get incoming.
So, of course, immediately when you turn on your communications and connect to the HoloNet, you get bombarded by corporate ads. It's as bad as Facebook on their videos and YouTube lately has been, with ads everywhere. Every 45 seconds, an ad pops up for one of the, dozen mega corporations. And no, there's not a skip ad button.
Spam. Wonderful. By the way, we've been forgetting we do have enhanced hyperspace shields, which downgrades difficulty astrogation checks made to navigate the ship through hyperspace once.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I haven't been forgetting. I haven't made those rolls.
For when you want to make that roll,
So just a note of future when we need to make those rolls. Yeah, we can downgrade those checks that he's throwing at us by one.
Make a super hasty roll.
So that would have been a 1 blue or 1 purple and 2 black roll, but that's all right.
Mm-hmm. So you do recall Grix pointed out to the people in the background.
Yeah. So if you want to reach out to one of them, we do have the on the ship, we do have our advanced subspace encryption array.
Ooh, your spy gear.
Only the intended recipient can detect a transmission sent with this attachment without a hard computer's check, and upgrade the difficulty of any checks to interpret or decipher transmission made from the attachment by 1.
I think he positioned that in such a way that you think you want him to make a phone call.
So, yeah, I guess I'll make a phone call.
So who is it you're calling? You do have 2 options. Heck, technically you have 3 options.
I have 3 options. I'm only aware of 2. I have the contact who's going to give us details about the facility, and I have the security guard that is going to, shut down the camera system and security system for us. And who's number 3?
Who says you can't call and ask to speak with Tang Yu?
Oh, well.
You might not be able to actually reach her, but you could get a someone that worked for her once upon a time, or possibly still does.
Oh, that's a good point. She's not like a prisoner. She's just disenfranchised and looking to get the hell out of there.
Well, when your boyfriend, kicks you off the board of directors, you're kind of now a prisoner on a corporate planet where the corporation is law.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so I don't want to call her because they most likely would be listening into any conversation that she has. So we're gonna start with Schematics Boy. And then once we have a plan sorted out, we'll get in touch with the security dude and let him know that we need the system down at a particular time.
So now, just so I'm clear, so you're saying Schematics Dude is not the chief of security?
I mean, it can be the same guy if you want. I just use the Triumph to get both those things, so it could all be the same guy.
Okay, because I was thinking one was a bodyguard and one, could be the corporate chief security guy. But that's your triumphs. You tell me. I just want to be clear on it so I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't think there's any much difference either way. So just for simplicity's sake, let's just make it that the one guy has all the information, has the schematics of the facility for us and the access to shut down the security system.
And how do you know him, by the way? I mean, does he know of you? I mean, how is this relationship? He's an old war buddy who owes you? You tell me.
So I think I originally said that he was going to be like a group contact. And
so he's done jobs for you before. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, and he's part of our network that we bought with our notoriety from our duty turn-in.
Okay, so immediately you ring him up, and he seems to be like, the little holovid screen pops up, and you see the security guy sitting back. He's got a little bit of a paunch belly, feet up on the desk, and as soon as your monitor pops open on a secured channel, he kind of stumbles upright in his chair, and he just looks, and he kind of squints at you, and I'm assuming you're wearing your helmet, right?
If it's me, yes, definitely.
As he squints, and you just hear him kind of sheepishly say, "Is that you, Grix?"
It is, Chesser. I hear you have some information for me.
It depends. What kind of information do you need?
Without too many questions, we need access to the facility. And we'll also need you to shut down the security system.
As soon as you say that, you see him kind of spin his chair around. He gets up and closes the curtains on his nice big viewy windows. You're on the planet?
We are indeed.
Which facility are you talking about on the planet?
I give him the information that we've been given as to where we will find her.
And as soon as you pop off with the information on she's locked up on the moon, he kind of immediately gives out this big sigh of relief, and he's like, "Oh, Crix, I'm at the capital city of Lurark. I'm on Cephalor. I'm not on the moon. I mean, it'll take some time to get to the moon."
Look, Chesser, I don't want to hear your stupid excuses. Just make it happen.
I mean, how long do I got to make this happen? I can't just, I got a day job, Some of us got to work for a living.
Like I said, excuses. Make it happen. I need it done today.
And he basically, whips out his little, chronometer, and he basically says that how many hours head start does he get?
What's reasonable? We'll give him like 2 hours.
Well, to basically think how long it would take to get on a plane and go, fly from Tucson to Vegas.
So about 4 hours.
Okay, so you give him
Tucson
about
to Vegas.
Isn't that about 4 hours? Well, I mean, I'm thinking taxi time and everything,
because he would have to make an excuse to get out of work and do his thing and kind of bluff his way onto a security complex that he's technically not in charge of. And he kind of strums his chronometer real quick, so you totally see he's putting the countdown timer. And he's like, so what do you mean by shut down the facility? Exactly.
We're going to need a blockout of any security triggers and any cameras.
And he kind of rubs his chin like you can tell that he's acknowledging that that's a tall order. And he just, you see him on the screen reach into his desk, and he whips out a little data spike that he flips in the air, catches, and tucks into one of his little breast pockets as he says, "You know what? I'll have it done in 4 hours or less."
And Chesser, while you're at it, make sure you send me those blueprints for the station.
And he's like, I don't know if I have access to the entire prison complex.
Well, just get us the holding cells if you can.
Is there anyone in particular I'm looking for? It might make my job easier.
That information is need to know, my friend, and you don't need to know.
Ooh, so dark and dirty.
Plausible deniability.
Right?
Do me a favor.
Uh-oh.
Give me a negotiation check. I'm just curious.
Oh, thank you. I was just when I heard the whoop, I was like, "Oh shit, Jim beat me to it."
I wasn't even going for it.
That's okay.
I'm just curious
Still
what the
take it.
narrative dice are going to say. I want to know just how well this guy's going to...
Oh.
Interesting.
Yeah, that
As
is not my strong suit.
As you totally give him the brush off when he's wanting to know the skinny, and he's kind of take abashed by the whole you don't trust him with the details, and he's like,
I was giving him an out. I was being considerate of his position. The less he knows,
plausible
the better
deniability. He's saying it is you're ghosting him out of the situation here.
So is he pushing it?
So he basically tells you that, hey, Grix, I mean, if I'm gonna go there, get you the information, maintain my cover, and help you out any way I can on the moon, I really should be given some more details other than I could say the wrong thing that gets your life difficult.
That's fair. That's fair.
Without intending to, of course.
All right, so we are going to extract Tengu. You're welcome, but who are you going to extract?
and when you say that, you see his jaw just kind of go slack. As he kind of stymies the "you're shitting me" expression that was coming out, and then he just kind of smiles, whistles this whistle of appreciation, leans back in his chair and says, "Grix, I've always known you've had a pair of Durosteel ones," and just balls his fist up. Got balls of Durosteel.
Hey, it's nothing worse than the war.
Ooh. And with that, he leans up and you can totally see he's going to hit the cutoff button. And he says, "As soon as I get there, I'll send you the blueprints. It'll take me at least 2 hours to get up there.
Roger
But
that.
once I'm in orbit, I'll be able to send you the information. What frequency would you want it on?"
I give him some frequency that's obscure and secure.
Yeah.
Okay, and
bandwidth.
he totally types that into his chronometer and basically, gets up out of the chair, swipes the button, and you can totally tell he was running into action at that very moment.
And with the end of the call, I will say, and Chester.
Eh?
Thanks.
And he sticks his head back. Oh, and he just smiles and gives you pistol finger. Now the question is, was there anyone else in the cockpit with you at that time watching that exchange?
That is up to the other player characters if they were. I wasn't trying to keep it secret or anything, so.
Mm-hmm.
The acolyte happened to catch the end there, and so she walks around now, starts picking that up as a thing with them. The pistol finger, like, hey.
Socially
Well, I
awkward
figured Cal
pistol
was up there
finger.
since he's doing all the astrogation.
So do you
She's
guys
like, oh, that's
turn
cute.
on? Do you turn on the signal? I mean, besides when Kopesh looks at her and says, "That's a term of friendship." Yeah, give everyone you want to be friends with the pistol fingers.
Right, because having a night sister shoot pistol fingers at you isn't terrifying.
Shit.
So is there
All right.
anything you're doing while you're sitting there cloaked, floating in space?
You asked if we turned on the what now?
Sensors? You could always ping your sensors. There's hundreds of ships moving around doing the exact same thing. So it's not like pinging your sensors is going to, throw up a red flag.
I'll leave that to Cal to do because I don't ping sensors.
Yeah, we should ping the sensors. That's what's that, a computer's role or what?
Yep, that's just an average computer roll. I mean, unless you want to do something fancy like do a undercover ping and time it with somebody else to upgrade your purple to make it harder to detect you.
No, I think that the amount of traffic that's going on here, a simple ping won't be bad.
Hey, you're gonna notice stuff with all the other signals going out.
Yep. Plus, with your ship being all stealthy and stuff. So go ahead and take your roll. Jesus.
Damn.
So as Cal's sitting there going on the
Very
computer,
nice.
and he's button mashing with his Wookiee fingers. It's cute because it looks like a Wookiee playing piano. You see the receivers rebound your signal, so you get this beautiful picture of all the comings and goings going, the automated traffic buoys. You get a couple automatic messages from their command and controls. You realize that most of their locations are artificially controlled, not an actual person sitting there saying, "Hey, what do you want? Pay your docking fee." And you have an advantage and a triumph. What would you like for that?
Well, I'm tempted that the triumph is that I timed it exactly right, and
that's a beautiful suggestion. It is. You would like to obfuscate actions taken?
Yes, I obfuscated that.
Okay. So you see, basically, you're out at the fifth planet. The planet that you're looking for is the second one in orbit. It's got 3 moons, but you know exactly which moon you're looking for.
Sweet.
And you do locate the corporate re-education center and retreat is what it is designated as.
Well, that sounds much better than prison, but okay.
In case you want to go and get a little aggressive HR training or some team building in.
So what do I want with that advantage, guys?
Blue to whoever goes next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or my thought, uncover additional information about the system, maybe see a kind of a nice clear kind of route to where we need to get to carry out and land.
Yeah, I kind of like that idea that what I can see on the scan is also here is a very advantageous point where it'll in some way help us, like either be lower sensor coverage or something.
Okay. Yeah, you basically starting to pick out between the obfuscate and the additional information. You pick up that there's a pattern to when the non-corporate ships are flying and when the corporate ships are flying. Which, by the way, you totally realize the corporate ships get the priority spots in line. But there's a weird 2-to-1 pulse. Like 2 corporate ships are allowed to move, and 1 freelance ship's there, and it totally gives you the opening you need to sneak in with being way less obtrusive.
Okay.
And that's not even counting the fact that you're cooking your cloaking device right now.
Right.
I will pass that information over to Grix so he can use it for as we pilot casual in.
Obviously, our Wookiee friend totally is telling you that there's a cool trick you can do where you can fly in another ship's wake and be completely undetected. If you feel you're up to that skill roll.
Sure.
Wow.
Okay, so what is your guys' plan? Are you heading straight to the prison moon?
We don't want to get there too early compared to when our contact is going to be there. It'd be kind of, unless we do. I mean, boss,
No.
it's your call.
No, we don't need to be there much earlier than when he's getting there to do his stuff. So we'll time it, where he gets there and has a little bit of time, and we'll start moving and probably receive signal, about the time we're almost there.
Perfect.
As BT's totally getting a commercial for one of U Corporation's newest items, which is, monkey lizards that have been re-educated to become smarter. After 1 dose of Pro-Me, they become 20% smarter. Nobody wants a smart monkey lizard.
No.
Okay,
Nope.
so you guys are flying casual. Now, is Grix trying to fly like I said, in the shadow of one of the ships?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay, so you're basically getting a free upgrade. And what does your cloaking device do again?
1,000,000 dice.
Unfortunately, they're all D6, which mean absolutely nothing.
Dave, you had that information available, yes? Because I do not.
What was it again? Sorry.
What does the cloaking device on the ship do? The
the cooking. Well, you can pull it up too. You can always pull up the ship, but so it increases the difficulty of checks to detect the ship with sensors by 2.
Oh, that's right, the portent.
And then basically upgrade the difficulty of all combat checks once against the ship in combat at short range and further. So engaged, it doesn't help, just short or further.
So I've got a upgrade for you and 2 downgrades to the difficulty, thanks to your cloaking device. As you're going to try to fly casual.
And you're all loaded?
Yep. That 2 downgrades really helped. So what would you like for the 3 advantage? As literally your ship, even though it's twice the size of the ship it's hiding behind, is totally coming up right below and behind it, and you just hear the in space as this cargo ship's moving, doesn't realize there's something twice its size sneaking up right behind it in its wake, and everyone else thinks it's just a very large transport ship. Because you're one signal ping on the radar.
Nice.
What would you like for those 3 advantage?
That's a good question.
As this guy is conveniently, you notice he's heading straight to the prison, and you are literally his shadow, even though you're twice his size, as all of a sudden the comm scritches and you get a communication coming in. As soon
I'm
as
gonna
I
give
know what
I'm gonna give a blue to whoever goes next, and a blue specifically to Cal, in case we need him to unlock or open any doors or anything.
as immediately you get this just automated chime, you've got mail. And the schematic was just messaged over to you,
Excellent.
along with a coded message, which you immediately understand what it is. Of just don't start something getting in here because you might get shot down.
Yeah.
I'll
And of course, the
call.
schematic shows that there's some photon torpedo launchers, the best money can buy.
I'll inform Kopesh that we've received the schematics if he wants to review them and start coming up with a plan.
Yeah.
And again, you still have those 3 advantage. If you'd like, for those 3 advantage, I do have a suggestion for you.
All right, what's your suggestion?
As the other ship is coming up to the prison to dock, you could totally drift off and connect to one of the airlocks and see if maybe someone could slice their way into the airlock so it doesn't, identify that you're there.
I like that idea. Yeah.
As slowly Grix just flips some switches and leans into the controls, and you guys kind of, just at the last second, as you see the ship ahead of you stop to an umbilical coming out and connects to it, you guys drift off, and you hear this slight holding of the breath as you just hear ka-chunk, and you feel the inertia of the ship completely stop. As you've successfully docked, but is someone going to make sure that the docking system doesn't identify somebody has just docked there?
Yeah. I imagine that's a computer's role.
That would totally be a computer's role.
All right. Well, I will take that blue that Grix gave me. Anything else? Are you ready to go?
That makes it into 2 blues so far.
Okay. I am ready if you're ready.
I am ready.
Okay.
Ooh, what would you like for those 3 advantage?
Well, let's see. I think so. 2 lets me to pick a person who gets a blue, and then 1 just to the next person.
Okay, if it's related to your computer somehow.
Okay.
Obviously, you were giving them directions. I always laugh when you guys are afraid to say, "Do you have any suggestions?"
Yeah, I have. Do you have any suggestions?
I've got a good one if you'd like.
And sometimes, yeah, he's the best for it.
Yeah. All right, James, what do you got?
I mean, this is totally how I can talking head you guys. Information drops. So, as you totally are hacking in the system and shutting down the security there, so you now have total access of the airlock. You can choose to lock it or whatnot. You totally get a piggyback because you already had the schematics, and you do some quick keystrokes, and you get more information. That you find out the floor above you does match the information you were given of where the prisoner most likely is. The
Okay.
floor below you is the location of something called Project Prometheus. And it shows
Project Prometheus.
Prometheus, and it has subjects as the prisoners on board.
Huh. Well, I will pass that along to our to the team to see if we want to do anything with that.
And you know that you only have to worry about the next, where the turbo lifts are to go up or down. There's 4 corp security agents, and you could take the lift up or down. Or anywhere else in the 20 levels of this facility. And more importantly, nobody is scheduled to be at this airlock for the rest of the day.
Okay.
That's just cheese topping right there.
Okay.
Dare we
As-
enter the station?
I guess so.
Oh wait, we're waiting to receive. So along with the blueprints, did he also send the all clear on the security outage, or are we still
you
waiting?
guys made such good time. You did get there ahead of schedule.
Okay, so we're waiting. So let's review those schematics.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are looking at the schematics to go specifically where?
So
that
do we
way I
know
know where I can give you a free upgrade.
Well, I would guess to the whatchamacallit, to the cell block.
So
Okay.
the floor above where she is?
Straight to the lift, up 1 floor, and then across to where she is. When you look at that, along with the information Cal gave you, you realize that there's 4 CorpSec security agents there at the lift. And then when you go up, there should be 4 located where the lift opens up as well. It's almost like they control the choke points.
Mm-hmm. Same with 4 down?
Yep. Each level with the lift, there's 4 of them, and from what schematics and pictures you see, basically it looks like they're using riot guns and clubs is what the CorpSec guys are armed with.
Okay.
I mean, on the plus side, that totally means a riot gun is a stun weapon only.
Well, that's good and bad, but
I mean, they stun you into submission and then they beat you to death.
but yeah, it's not lethal. So that's good.
Yep.
Oh, and Cal can totally tell you there's intrusion specialists that work here. Thankfully, he managed to completely avoid them all. Basically, flesh and
Good job,
blood
Cal.
computer out.
Excellent.
Just doing my job.
So yeah.
And you basically have 35-minute countdown to when the lights are going to go off. Which may be lights or may just be security cameras. You're not quite sure.
So, boss, Cal mentioned that detention center on the level below where they're doing some other prisoner experimentation. Do we want to perhaps try to either disrupt that or perhaps steal their specimens
Well, I think priorities to secure her into our
in our ship.
well, either to the ship or within our possession, so that we have in sight and control of her as far as protecting her.
Right.
Then from there we'll play it by ear how things are going, whether we attempt to get involved or not.
Roger that.
So, but yeah, I want to get the main objective secured first. So we'll wait our time and then make our entry.
Okay,
And I am
super.
so using my Model 38 for this.
Nice. Let's see. What weapon am I going to? Oh.
Well, you could use the Night Sister knife.
Well, I carry it too, so
Yeah.
Just in case, maybe need to do a little dual wielding or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing explosive. Lots of
we need-
explosives.
What a concept, really?
I know. I thought I'd go for a little change.
All right, BT, refrain from using any explosives until we get up the turbo lift.
Yeah.
We don't want to alert the floor above to our presence.
Did we ever get you a little
All right,
phaser?
point taken. You know what? No, I got the secret compartments. I forgot. I would have bought one. How much are they? I would have bought one.
How do we keep not getting that?
The question is,
right?
would you really have gotten one that doesn't explode?
Well, having a holdout pistol is nice. Some type of blaster. For the less incendiary responses.
That's just
not
crazy
that there's
talk.
any need for those. Everything can be solved with an incendiary device.
But yeah, quiet, tight. Like we save that on this case until we're needing to or on the way out.
All right. Can I rig the lift to explode on my command? Because I do believe, hold on, I have what's it called? Let me switch over to that page.
As BT gets crazy and blows up the lift that gets you out, out of here.
Let's see here. Where is it? I thought I had a talent for
selective detonation.
Yes, or something that I could. Hold on. No. Well, it's like what I did to use rig the one energy thing to explode. Let's see here now. Power selective detonation when using a weapon. No, that's not it.
So regardless, you still have to get off the ship. So you get the 5-minute warning on your countdown time. You guys are getting all geared up and ready?
Yep.
So BT, can you use a holdout pistol?
Yes, I can.
Would you like to borrow my holdout blaster?
I will be happy to. Thanks, Grix. This is why I love you.
I do want it back now. I do want it back.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Something tells me you're not getting it back. So
I'm getting
you
it back
guys.
as soon as this mission is over. Kelly, there's the stats for you, by the way.
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Ignore the critical 20.
Add.
The one blue to discipline applies, but the critical 20 is me personally. Anybody I crit automatically adds 20.
So it's damage 6.
Crit 3, range medium, 1 blue to discipline.
So immediately, as soon as you hand over the blaster, a few brief, tense moments pass as all of a sudden your timer does the beep 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 beep, and then does somebody open the airlock and look out?
Sure, I can
I
do
was going to
those.
say, who has the better perception? Because I don't think that's me.
Yeah, my perception's too yellow.
What was mine? Again,
The
I think
same.
mine's
I've got the
like,
same.
I think I'm too green, but let me double check. Perception. Oh, no, wait. No, I take that back. This guy actually has good perception. So I will take the look. Oh, we rolled.
It was. Don't worry about what I'm rolling.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
Jesus.
now I am.
I'm gonna
Right?
roll something just to test it. Okay.
What do you mean roll something to test it?
I just
The
wanted to
weapon.
test it.
See, she even labeled it correctly.
I was just testing it.
So actually, I do have perception. I forgot. So yeah, I'm a yellow and 3 green. So I will peek out, lightsaber in hand, not lit, but in
Okay,
hand.
you look out and you see a very sterile corridor. You look to the left, you look to the right, it's completely empty. And give me that perception check there.
All right, ready?
Yep. So for your 2 advantage, I have something good for you.
Okay.
Since you trust me with your 2 advantage, you clearly see the security cameras are in shutdown mode. You know, the light's off, the camera's pointing down towards the floor right beneath it. So it looks like the security system is off, but the lights and life support are still on.
Okay, that's good.
And there seems to be no notice whatsoever that you guys are here. Corridor's completely quiet.
So how far down is it to the repulsor lift?
It's a good decent run.
Love
Well,
it when a plan comes together so far.
we're not going to run. We're going to do it somewhat stealthy-like.
Okay, so someone's gonna stealth. Is that what I'm hearing?
Stealthy with purpose.
That's what you're hearing.
Okay. Since you know the lay of the land, I'm gonna totally give you a free upgrade.
Aww.
Beautiful, beautiful.
So I am.
Of course he is.
For stealth, I'm 2 yellow and a green.
1 yellow, 5 green.
Oh, okay. With an upgrade. Okay, that's you.
And it looks like you're all ready for me.
Yep. So you totally are pulling the Obi-Wan Kenobi and heading off with your group in tow, following your moves. As you realize you take a turn up ahead and you know the lift is just around this corner. There's kind of a blind corridor that's a good decent
Around
distance.
what corner?
Around the corner I'm about to show you, and then it's like a 100-foot run that I'm trying to kind of give you a description before I'm throwing you into it. But bam.
Okay. Just checking. I was like, we're still looking at the landing page. So
So you know that it's pretty much a straight 100-foot run from the intel that you were provided.
And I'm assuming we're coming from here.
Yes, you are. You guys are going to basically be coming around the corner by about 5 feet, and then it's this long-ass corridor, and then there's a security door right there that is currently closed.
Okay, and these guys each count for 2 from the looks of it, yes?
From the looks of it.
Is it blurry to everybody, or is it just me?
It's a blurry picture.
It's a little bit blurry, yes.
You want to zoom out. It's less blurry if you zoom out.
Yeah, not to scale. Or not made for our scale of imaging.
Yep.
Being close.
And this is the lift, by the way.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, that's where we're coming?
Yep.
Oh, no, that's where we're going.
That's where you should be going.
This is where we're coming from.
And you can, by all means, put yourselves in whatever order you want. You do know the cameras are not on. The little security doors camera is totally turned off. And just about as the time you step there, all of a sudden we find out what that triumph was from the incursion specialist.
Mm-hmm.
As you hear the intercom give this whoop 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 whoop. Attention all security personnel. For some reason, the station's security system has decided to deactivate. All security officers report to your stations and supply any intelligence possible at the earliest moment. All security personnel, and then it loops and repeats itself for about a minute straight.
Of course it does.
Needless to say, the little hacker noticed that the cameras all turned off at once, and he hit the monitor and rolled a triumph and realized this isn't right. But on the plus side, he had some threats, so it took a while for you guys to hear him. So what are you guys doing? I mean, there's a closed door here. You see the security cameras not on.
Well, we move with, I guess, a little more purpose now.
Yep. Cal, get that door.
All right.
Okay, so is Cal computering or mechanicking?
Mechanicking is better, so.
Okay, you can totally pull off the panel and Star Trek that shit. That's the beauty of it.
All right.
Ash, move up to the door.
Oh,
BT,
sorry.
get yourself on the map.
I am on. Oh, wait a minute.
You're on the map, but you're not in the map.
Oops. Why did I bounce out here? What the hell happened?
He's doing things? What are you doing?
Well, I minimized for half a second, but then,
it got all wonky.
Bounced me out of the Roll20 session. Oh.
So, Cal, you're going to mechanic that door as you pull the access panel and start pumping that little handle that Star Trek has taught us is on every pneumatic door?
Yes.
Okay.
And if you're ready, I will roll.
Yep, give me your mechanics check. Look
at
that. What would you like for the 3 advantages? Cal looks at you guys and then just starts pulling the handle harder than it should ever have been pulled.
Sweet.
What would you like for your advantage? You could totally give one of your allies a free maneuver. I mean,
I will give Grix a free maneuver because.
Okay, so Grix, the door pops open enough that you could nimbly slide in there if you want to take a maneuver. Short range is 6-ish. It's more like 5.
Ish.
When you open the door, you immediately see there's a, basically looks like a guard station.
Mm-hmm.
You see it's got 2 consoles with the computers. Cal's totally kind of salivating when he sees the consoles. And a little, refresher system.
Is that next door opened or closed?
This door is also closed.
Okay, what I'm looking for. All right, so that's not going to work. I need to be somewhere like right there. Will that work? Nope.
That is a wall, by the way. You can actually no, it's like a chest high table. You could totally put your rifle on it.
Can I get a little bit closer to it, like right there?
So you're basically leaning up on it.
Yep.
Okay. So who's going next?
I'm going to go to the door. My idea is to open the door and as it's opening, move up. So I'm not in the line of fire.
Okay, so you're not stopping in front of the door there?
Yeah, I'm going to.
Well, the crank would be in the wall, which is right there anyway.
Yeah.
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 I'm ready to mechanics that one too.
Okay, and it looks like Kopesh is coming up right behind you.
Yep.
And BT,
what
are you staying in the hallway?
Is BT
I'm
doing?
trying to decide whether I want to go over here, this side of the door.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for you.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're all ready.
Yep. How about we go ahead and roll initiative?
How
Are
about?
we using cool or
It's going to be
vigilance for
your
this one?
vigilance.
Yeah, they're the same
Sure.
for me. So
I actually got a freaking triumph. Of course, on initiative.
Good or bad
Yeah, it's kind of a
Oh, wrong dice.
not quite what I was hoping for. Kind of all the way around for us. Kind of chitty.
What? That's not shitty.
I've seen better. I mean,
So, needless to say, something is happening in the other room. I mean, you did just hear the call for
yeah.
security captains report to their stations, and also something may be happening there.
So at this point, any opposition, pretty much take it down quickly.
So, who would like to go first, Cal?
yeah, I was gonna say I should go first, and if you're ready for my mechanics, I'm ready to mechanicize.
And
I am ready for your
Tim,
mechanic.
I
Yeah?
am totally stealthed right here, by the way.
Oh,
Especially,
you are you?
oh yeah.
Give me a stealth roll when you did that to see how stealthy you were.
Okay. Stealth.
Oh dear.
So what would you like for those 3 advantages?
I'm going to give Kopesh a blue and
Kopesh gets a blue.
not Cal, Kopesh.
Oh.
Cal just went.
I mean, we're both furry, but you know.
And whoever goes next, a blue.
Yeah, that will be me.
Okay. And remember how I said this was a control panel for the security guys?
Uh-huh.
Totally. Grix is quiet, sneaky, leaning up on the control panel where like people should be sitting in the chair, not on the control panel. And just as he gets the scope up to his cheek and he rests it just right, and he does that nice sigh and relaxes his body to contour the control panel. Immediately, He sighs and his elbow flicks a switch, because it's Star Wars. It's all about toggles and switches. As all of a sudden this room flashes red, and there's like a stroby light that pulses. As all of a sudden this alarm just goes woot woot woot, woot woot woot, woot woot woot. And everybody kind of gives Grix a look there as he just hit the alarm button.
Milk run, huh?
Of course I did.
So, top of the order for you guys. Who's going first?
I'm going to go and open this door. Are you ready for me?
I
Got my-
am now.
And you put my blue in there since I'm the one going next?
Yep, I got you blue there.
All right. Here we go then. That's a lot of
Freaking
advantages.
cake run. So immediately Cal gets to work on this panel. He is now second nature with this panel. He pump, and the door whoosh opens up. You guys clearly see in the brief second before he tells me what he's going to use those advantages for, that there's the two guards here. Cal can totally see that there's two guards here. And then there's a guy that's got some sergeant stripes with the lift doors wide open. And he's got this shocked look as there's a blinking light on this door on the inside telling you that the fire alarm is going off in the room where you're currently at.
I'm willing to take suggestions on that huge. Well, actually, if I can, might as well give blues around.
I mean, technically you could go for maneuvers. You've only done an action.
Yeah.
You still have a maneuver, plus you could use some of those advantages for an extra maneuver or to give someone a maneuver. I mean, you probably don't want to be standing there as this guy with his nice riot gun is looking right at the Wookiee. On his knees, control panel in his hand.
I'm gonna back up so I'm not in view.
Because
I will
currently
go
he
back.
totally has a shot on you if you don't move. So you're
Which
looking
guy?
at
Oh.
Kopesh and backing away backing out of the doorway.
Which guy? Has a
Kopesh.
shot on him?
Or,
This
yeah,
guy
he said
had a
Kopesh,
shot
he
on
meant
him,
Cal.
and this guy had a shot on. Oh well, now that Kopesh is standing there, they still have a shot on him.
Well, I'm going to give Kopesh a maneuver.
Okay. And you still have a ton of.
I think about right now, it's like there's so many of them. I'm going to give everybody a maneuver.
As he basically backs away from the fucking door in such a panic mode, everyone needs to move now. When the Wookiee runs away like that, you need to move now.
I saw the guy with a bead on me. I'm like, nope, let's get out of there.
Nope. Sergeant stripes on his right gear armor. You're just like, nope. So who's going to take the maneuver first? And what are you going to do with that maneuver? I mean, because remember, you could totally use it for an aim if you can see a target, or you can move in the room. This would be that bum rush the room moment.
Well, that's kind of sort of where I'm kind of thinking, but
And remember, this does count as one of your movements per turn, because you can't take more than two.
right. So
As the annoying fire alarm is flashing in the room with you all, makes Kopesh look very menacing. Red flashing lights with strobes.
So, all right. So things moved a little quicker than I thought. So basically, for my sense, I would have probably had this up already for my defense.
You didn't say you did.
Yeah, okay, fine. So I do that, whatever that takes to do. I don't remember committing a force dice, if that's a maneuver or action, but
I would say check the power real quick, because it might be an incidental, which means you could do it. And while you're looking that up, who is taking their maneuver next?
I'm not maneuvering anywhere, so I guess I can take aim.
You can totally see these two guys barely. I mean, there's going to be a black dice to the shot, but you can see that they're there.
Yep, that's who I'm taking aim at.
Ongoing effect commit dice once per round. When it just said it doesn't give it anything, just basically commit a dice.
Yeah, I think that it doesn't require anything, Jim. It's just whenever he says, and that it commits that die for the duration until he turns it off. So if he tries to use, you only have one force die right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so that die is committed.
Okay, and what's BT doing?
Can I see this guy at all? I mean, do I have enough of a view, or do I need to move?
You would need to move at least one square forward. You know someone's there. You do not have a line of sight on them.
Okay.
Just like they don't have a line of sight on you.
Okay, hold on. I just need to
Well, where are we
check
at on our
something.
initiative?
Cal is that 2.0. So as soon as you all take your free maneuver, someone on their side is going to do something.
So, if I were to, a blast 12 would give me how much range? Like if I were to like throw it into the middle.
Unfortunately, there's nobody except for the guys themselves that are standing two abreast. You'd only be able to catch. There's two guys here and two guys here. Nobody else is like bunched up for a grenade.
Yeah. Plus, it's a maneuver,
then,
not an action. So,
how about? Okay, I won't do that then. Let's go with. Ion rockets don't do any damage, though, right?
Nope. They're mainly meant for destroying equipment or droids.
Yeah. Okay.
I stymied y'all. Cal gave y'all free maneuvers, and you're all afraid to move.
Well, I'm like.
I don't want to move.
I'm going to move. I'm just trying to decide which.
The initiative really has you guys in a shit sandwich.
Oh, hey, for some reason my damage for my incendiary micro rocket is gone.
Well, you have a maneuver, baby, not an attack. So you can only aim, move, something like that.
Okay, fine. I'm going to move up here and aim at them.
You're aiming at them?
And as part of the maneuver of activating the force power, I'm assuming as an incidental, I can quick draw the saber. It's already drawn. I'm just igniting it.
Okay. Okay, now, Kelly, what weapon is missing its damage? So I can look it up for you real quick.
Her incendiary.
The incendiary micro rocket. I have the critical there, but not the.
Okay, its damage is incendiary. It's damage 6, crits on 3, has blast 6, burn 2, limited ammo 1.
Well, actually, mine's blast 8. That's what it says in the.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Because you're fancy.
Yes, and I got powerful blast 3.
Okay, so it's their turn. Now's the part that scares the crap out of you.
Yep.
As this guy totally sees the guy with the lightsaber, and he is not going to put up with that shit.
Not on his watch.
As that's totally going to be the captain, Mon Capitan.
All right, give me a second here. Oh,
Do you have any range defense?
So I have. I have Uno defense, and we will. Let's see. So with my sets, control. So ongoing effect once per round. When an attack targets the force use of the, he upgrades the difficulty of the pool by 1. But I also have, since ongoing effect may trigger the additional time per round. When using since ongoing effect, upgrade the pool twice instead of once.
Okay, so 2 red versus his skill. That's going to be interesting. And he is going to take the 2 strain to aim.
Okay.
And his weapon is shooting rounds out, many rounds, not just 1 round.
Okay.
As his rifle starts spitting stun donuts out. And apparently, is he running out of ammo or something else happening for those 3 threat?
Let's see here. So that
He's hitting you for 11 points when 1 stun donut does hit you for 11. And the rest apparently miss.
Yep. So when hit by a ranged attack while wielding lightsaber, suffer 3 strain, reduce damage by 2 plus ranks in reflect. And then when reflecting a hit that generates a miss or 3 threat, may hit 1 attacker in medium range with the same damage as the initial hit after original attack resolves.
Okay, so he hits you for 11 strain before soak.
So taking 3, and then that's going to be 4, 5, 6. Off of the 11, leaving what's that? 5.
5. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to take 11 strain.
11 before soak.
Yep.
So you reflect one of his stun donuts back at him, and he is not happy about that.
Darn. Isn't that a shame?
Okay, so who is going next after he went?
Let me go next.
Go, Grix. It's your birthday.
All right, so I was already aiming for these guys over here. I'm going to true aim. So that gives me 2 additional upgrades.
Okay. Do you want to aim again since you're not doing anything for your maneuver, or are you going to save that maneuver?
Sure, we can aim again. We can also do one of those.
This is going to be the most yellows we've seen in any dice roll. Oh, this is going to be bad.
And if you're all ready for me, I will go ahead and make that dice roll.
Yep. It's going to be ugly.
Oh, God.
Oh, damn.
So, I can tell you that with your, your +3 damage, so your 18 points goes through both of these guys. Before you've spent any advantage or your big-ass triumph. What would you like to do for your big-ass triumph and your bucket full of advantage?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I mean, at least my purple and black dice tried to do as much as they could.
They tried.
So, Here's a ballsy one for the Triumph. Computer terminal behind them.
Yeah, it's a computer terminal.
Bullet hits the computer terminal and somehow causes a short in the communication systems in the floor above us, so that there's no floor to floor communications.
There's this horrible biofeedback that just shuts down all the communications. Any of the slicers are all whipping off their headphones at the very moment because they're getting squelch. Okay.
Aw.
Perfect.
And then you've got
That's
6 advantage.
all right. So Kopesh looks like he could use another blue on top of the one he already has. BT looks like she could use a blue. And,
Since you stole her kill.
And let's see here.
Are you wanting to give Cal a blue too?
You get a blue. You get a blue. Everybody gets a blue.
Right.
About it, but I was also thinking that how much would it cost me to have these guys be stunned by both their friends' heads popping over here?
I will totally give you that they will run into the lift and leave.
All right, let's do that. Yeah, all right.
Or would you prefer they just flat out surrender like prison training taught them?
Probably better than them leaving.
Probably better them leaving, because if they stay and surrender, we're probably going to end up killing them anyway.
We have to deal with them.
So immediately after seeing one blaster bolt fly through and murder those 2 guys,
no, it wasn't even a blaster bolt. They just heard this unusual pop because I also have a silencer, and let's face it, that's way unheard of in the Star Wars universe, right? So they hear this weird pop, and all of a sudden both their buddies over there just fall down dead, and the computer starts sparking.
They don't just fall down dead. There's a big spray of.
That's true.
Their vital fluids are all over this wall.
Yeah.
So basically, fluid just goes poof somehow.
Pop, poof, spark. What the fuck? Let's get out of Dodge.
Didn't sign up for that.
I mean, the blood is like is a little bit like an anime where it just starts spurting out like a fire hydrant.
And they get this brief look. It's like a brief look of the door opens. There's a Wookiee darts out of the way, and then.
And then the important question is, what does BT do now that he stole your kill?
Hey, now.
Wait a minute.
You know
And
there's
I
more
can't
people
see
in
this guy
here.
at all.
You can't see that guy. He's behind the wall. You know he's there because he went bra 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 with stun donuts. But you can't see him currently. You could always just come here and shoot.
Where are we
I'm going to
missing?
move into the doorway and shoot at him. Of course, I can't aim. But
You do have
I'm
a blue
going
die.
to lob. Huh?
You do have a blue die already.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot him with an explosive micro rocket.
Okay, I got your difficulty in there unless you're hitting a destiny point. Okay, I got your upgrade in there.
He's the captain or whatever.
You
right?
clearly see he's got floor commander stripes on his armor.
Okay.
Ugh, poor bastards. Okay, so that's going to be how much damage before those 3 advantage?
Let's see, 7, 8, 9. And it is critical. We can go crit on that.
So if you do go crit on that, tell me what it looks like.
Oh, wait a minute.
When
Powerful Blast 3
explodes.
gives me
plus 3 damage.
So okay. So then instead of 9 It's 12.
What does it look like when your explosive micro rocket goes into this guy's gut and explodes?
Basically, it goes in, he grabs his stomach where it hits, and eyes get really wide, and all of a sudden, boom, and
Blows out behind him.
there's like this red mist that basically paints the room.
Well, particularly paints backwards all over the guys behind him.
On the guys that are on
Very
their
in
knees
particular.
already surrendering.
Well,
that look
now
good
they
for
have
you?
this lovely sheen of red.
So they decided to surrender and not run away.
Yeah.
Oh, those poor guys.
And do I get to go this round, or you're actually ahead one, I think? Because I actually haven't moved yet or done anything other than reactions.
You were going to be the last one unless you wanted to go first.
No, I was just making sure because you'd already moved to point 1. So.
Mm-hmm. So what is our Sith Lord doing?
So what's our distance?
From you to them is just outside short distance. Because they're hiding in the corner, surrendering. And it's actually kind of funny on my screen. The last blood explosion froze. So there's just this bloody circle.
That's funny.
Like if my phone hadn't died, I'd totally send you a screenshot. So let's put it this way, Kopesh. How are you ending us to fade to black here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll walk straight towards them as far as I can go.
You could totally take 2 strain for another maneuver.
I already took a free maneuver.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I will totally say that they wiggle forward in surrender. They totally will surrender, sir.
Please don't kill me.
We surrender by the Codium Codex. All security guards who surrender during a riot are to be spared, under penalty of death.
Yeah, okay.
I just want to clarify that we're not prisoners, nor are we rioting.
Yeah.
Do not recognize your codex.
Yeah, no. They're a liability to leave behind, so I will cut them down.
As you cut them down. So I want to see how beautiful this butchery is.
Sure.
I'm giving you apparently you're taking a free upgrade, and I'm giving you an upgrade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, sure.
Oh, this is going to be pretty.
And 2 blues on top of it. Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
2 blues.
So
I guess
got
I didn't need to, but what the heck.
I've got your difficulty set.
All right, here we go.
Oh
wow.
My God.
So I'm
Really?
totally giving you yes that you did hit them, by the way. I was just wondering by how much gratuitous violence we were getting, but
he was really nice and he put them down nice and clean and sweet. And,
as it was
sweet.
totally a Dooku backhand stroke that just went through both of them and they fall backwards dead. Nothing horribly gratuitous. And you see that the lift door is open.
Yeah.
You even have the floor captain's badge.
Oh, yeah.
On the floor covered in blood at your foot.
Yep. A lot of advantages tonight.
A lot of advantages.
And triumphs.
Yep, triumphs up the ass. And as you cut them down with the lightsaber and we cut to screen swipe, that's a good place to wrap it up there.
In an
Because I'm
elevator.
pretty sure Kelly probably texted me 20 minutes ago, but my phone's dead.
Yep. And I also whispered you in the game.
Oh. I'm like, I have to scroll up for that. I'm too busy painting a picture for that. Oh, yeah, you did. It's after 9, love.
He was focused.
I was focused on some gratuitous violence.
So, how many points?
So I will
for this
give you
session?
guys 5 experience points.
Yay. And can I use advantage for my strain?
When you get into the lift next time, you guys can totally roll a cooler discipline for your strain. How about
But
that?
my roll had tons of advantage.
I gave you a free hit. Don't be that way.
Hey, doesn't hurt to ask.
Would you prefer they grabbed their rifles off the ground and shot you next turn?
Just asking.
Okay, good night, guys.
Alrighty,
Good night.
guys.
This is
Have a
5
good night.
experience today?
Yep,
5,
5
yeah.
experience.
Okay, cool. All right.
Alright,
I'm
later,
out.
guys.
Good job, guys. We'll
Yep.
see you next time.
Bye.
Yep.
Good job on the
Good
despair,
night,
too.
everybody.
I appreciate
Yep.
that. Later.
Laters.